All right, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. This is the after party. We don't normally record this, but man, when we got this genius here, I wanted to make sure that I have documentation of this evidence. So we have first up Mr. Tommy Waldron that has a question for Coach Tina. Go ahead, Tommy.
Hey, thanks, Coach Sonic. I appreciate the opportunity to get on the call. Coach Tina, as you were talking about an issue earlier, right towards the end of the call, and for those that need to go back and watch the replay, they'll have to do that. But I found out today, I have a friend of mine who was diagnosed 8 years ago, and I'll go into the details with you on a personal call. But 8 years ago, she's beat it. She's been doing the chemo. She's been back and forth with it. Blah 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 blah. She's at the point right now to where she cannot. And I want to try to be politically correct here. She can't intake because the outflow is blocked by all of the cancer cells are just blocked in there. They can't do surgery for a tube to bypass. Those of you that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about, because it would be hazardous to release those, spread them,
Mhm.
etc. So she is on a protein IV. So every 24 hours, somebody's got to come to the house, give her this protein IV, etc., etc. And I heard you talking about the fulvic. I know that originally you were talking about the mind body, so the trilogy to do that, but she can't put much in because there's nowhere to go. Can I help her blast with the full? What is your advice on what I can blast her with to for this last shot? She is on hospice. She is on fentanyl patches, 150, 100 milligram and a 50 milligram, 3 days, and she is on the morphine. So this is my last swing of the sword to help her, and that's where you come in, boss. So I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. Is she open?
Very
Okay.
and very
Uh,
holistic, very
I
yes.
would start with a fulvic foot soak using the powder. I would add the HEPA detox with some added frankincense to that water. And that's going to help start pulling the toxins out. And if you guys haven't done a fulvic foot soak with that powder yet, powder is my favorite. And we just got a major upgrade in our powder. It used to be, I think, 43% fulvic. It's now 66% fulvic. Like there's no other company that has products this strong. And I know Paula is very dedicated to making sure that our ingredients are the best ingredients. And that's just not lip service. That is truly what we offer here. So it's a very strong fulvic, the powder, the new one. Um, I would start her out with let's see, the scoop is an eighth of a teaspoon in the bag. So I would do half of that for a couple days and see how she responds. You can also mix the fulvic with, I would do castor oil and sprinkle the fulvic over the top and mix that up. Now, I know if you guys have the fulvic, like this fulvic loves water. And so if you take your scoop and you just dump it in a glass, it's going to clump and you're going to get a little clump of tar. And so that's not always the easiest thing. For her, it might be good though, to have that little clump of tar because she could, if it did work out that way, she could just put that and rub it on her gums, right? I mean, that would be something that she could do. She could just rub that fulvic on her gums too. Just, dip her little pinky in there and just get a little bit on her pinky and rub that on her gums. But soaking her feet. And then when you do the foot soaks, always make sure that you get your camera and you turn your video on with the flash. And as you go over that water, you're going to see the heavy metals that are going to be floating on top. It is going to look like a New Year's Eve celebration at Disco Land. If you've never done a fulvic foot soak before, because the heavy metals are going to float on top, they're going to sparkle, and you're going to be able to see that. So like I was saying, the castor oil with the fulvic and some HEPA detox, apply a mask over the liver. If you're going to do the foot soak, don't do the liver pack. Don't do the castor oil fulvic liver pack over the liver. Only do one procedure, one therapeutic support a day. And then I've also heard a doctor say that they take a drop of frankincense on their thumb and put it on the roof of their mouth is something that I have heard. I'm not an essential oil guru, but I know frankincense. If you go to PubMed, you can look up the Boswellia and cancer on PubMed, and you can find some great studies there. And the key thing is with our essential oil, again, being the best one, it is an essential oil from the resin, which is really important because the resin is going to be more powerful than the other ways that the that frankincense is made. And so the resin is what you want, that base. And so that's going to be beneficial as well. And where is the cancer? Where did it start?
I'm not exactly sure where it started, but right now it is occupying the small intestine area,
Okay.
mostly all the way from here to here. Yeah, one end of the line to the other. So it's not being friendly with a bypass option.
Mm-hmm. If she has access to anyone in her area, I don't know about finances, but getting a very high vitamin C IV drip would be very beneficial too.
We'll make that happen.
Thanks so much for that.
Thank you, Coach.
And we're not, Tina, I only want to keep you on here for a few minutes because I know your time is super valuable. And if you just give me a signal if you're like, all right, that's it. But we're just going to take a couple of questions. And then Nakia was next. Nakia, go ahead and ask Miss Tina.
Hey Tina, I wanted to ask you about the fulvic bath. How much do you put into the bath? I'm a bath person, so
You are going to love this, Nakia. I've shared the recipe in the testimony group a couple of times, but I will take a cup of Epsom salt, a cup of baking soda. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there you go.
I'm right here.
You popped over to the other side.
Okay.
I will add about 15 to 20 drops of an essential oil. So if I'm doing the liver cleanse, I'm going to use the HEPA detox. If I'm feeling like I've had an emotional week, last week I took one with the grief because I just lost my dad. We just buried him last week. So I did the grief essential oil in the fulvic. Now you want to make sure that you add the essential oil to your mixture before adding that to the water. And then you're going to want to soak for about a half an hour in that tub.
And I'm sorry if I missed it, but how much fulvic do you put in there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I like to use, if you're just starting out and you've not done one before, I would do a teaspoon of it. If you, and I've done up to a tablespoon of fulvic in my bath, and it's pretty powerful. I would hate anybody to like have any of those Herxheimer reactions that I spoke about earlier, but 1 to 2 teaspoons would be plenty. And keep in mind that people pay $250 to on up for a mud bath in a high-end spa. And we have this magical dirt powder in this little pouch that we get delivered right to our door.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach Tina.
You bet. Thank you.
And when doing a bath like that, should you, to avoid that Herxheimer syndrome, should you lay off of taking it orally, in the days around that, or just is business as usual? What would be a suggestion?
It would depend on how you feel if you take it again the next morning, but I think it's far enough away that if you take it in the morning, it should be okay. I had a gal who, she's in the industry, but she's one of those people that has a ground floor opportunity every other month. And she came on board, tried the fulvic. And I said, no, you got to be really careful with this because it's really powerful and I don't want you to get sick. And so she got the fulvic, she took it internally, she did a foot soak, she brushed her teeth with it, and she like ghosted me for like a week. And then I found out she was telling everybody that my fulvic made her sick and don't buy it. And I'm like, girl, you and I are going to have a chat. And so we got on a call right away. I'm like, listen, you made you sick. So yeah, the gloves come off when you start dissing my fulvic. So if you feel tired or anything the next day, just skip your Fulvic for that day. But I tell you what, you're going to have the best sleep of your life, and you are going to have the best skin for a couple days too, because of all of those nutrients going into your pores.
Good stuff. Thanks for sharing. We got 2 more hands raised, if you'd be so kind, and we're gonna get you out of here. Miss Tanya, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Okay. Hello, you
Hi,
guys.
sweetie.
Tanya from California. I have been looking at all of the detoxes, and there's only one that that I'm not familiar with. So the others I've heard of. The last one, am I saying this right? Petrochemical?
The petrochemical one. I've
Yes.
not done that one yet. I'm hoping to fit that into our Detox Diva schedule next, let's see, maybe February, if not June, just looking at the protocols and stuff I've got outlined for the next couple of years.
Okay.
There are some great things coming out, and I think that one might be switched up a little bit, but that's really all I can say on that one right now.
Okay, so what is it really for though? Because I was reading everything and I was trying to see exactly where it fits in.
You
That
know, it's
makes
a heavy
sense.
metal detox.
Okay.
So it goes beyond the liver, which the fulvic is going to help with the detox at the cellular level on the liver cleanse anyway, but this one is just more targeted for a whole body detox versus opening up the detox pathways.
So it takes care of everything, the kidneys, the liver, the
Yeah.
spleen, all of those,
Yeah.
all those good spots. Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for that question, Tanya. And Miss Gina Wilson, what you got?
Hi, Coach. Happy birthday. Hi, Tina. Thank you
Thank
for this
you.
call. It has been so impactful.
Thank you.
I have 2 questions. I know we have aluminum-free deodorant and we have the best body baths ever. Does that help to detox your skin as well as all the other uh, uh, detoxing that we do? Because,
Absolutely. And the tooth
oh,
powder.
great. Yes,
Right.
I
Right.
use all of that.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
want to get rid of those chemicals that we're exposed to. And people always think, oh, I have to detox my home too. Well, that is not as hard as you think. So let's say you run out of laundry detergent. I think laundry detergent is a baseline when you're detoxing your home, because
Mhm.
your clothes are washed in chemicals, your sheets are washed in chemicals, your underwear are washed in chemicals, and you're basically living in a 24/7 chemical taco. And so I'm so grateful that we finally have the laundry soap to offer. So that should be your first switch when detoxing. The bars are so affordable. The deodorant is amazing. In fact, I only use the wild yam spray from Heart and Body Naturals for my deodorant anymore. It's so effective.
And the other part of my question is, you mentioned septic salt water. Is kosher salt or sea salt an equivalent to that?
Sea salt would be okay because you would have the sea minerals in that.
Mhm.
Definitely not table salt. And what was the other one you said?
Oh, kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've not really looked at that one as far as the mineral content for that. Richard probably knows. He's a, I don't know.
And I just wanted to add one more thing.
Yes.
If you guys have not gone into protocol and checked out the Bonino foot soak, the protocol for that, it is amazing. And it covers different things with, i.e., the fulvic acid powder or the activated charcoal powder. I live in the Bionino foot soak area. That's all I got to say, Coach. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for now. Listen, Katrina came in and snuck her hand up. You got time for one more question?
I have time for one more, and then I'm going to do a self plug too.
Okay, all right. Come on, Katrina, let's go.
Oh, maybe she raised it on accident. Katrina.
Just say
Oh,
hi.
there she is. No,
Can you hear me?
I can now. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. I'm on day 10 of my parasite cleanse.
Amazing.
And as I was listening to you, like the day 4, I felt myself feeling very lethargic
Mhm,
and having a headache every day.
mhm.
So I think maybe I'm wondering now if I was taking too much Fulvic or the purge, because on the day 5 I had to just cut back. Instead of taking it 3 times a day, I just started doing it once a day along with the tea and the purge tonic, and the Fulvic. I think maybe I was doing too much Fulvic because the protocol was 3 times a day
Mhm.
with the full dropper. And I'm like, I'm not feeling real good on this parasite cleanse. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I was overdoing it. Was I taking too much? I was taking Fulvic anyway, every day, a half a dropper. But then on the cleanse, it asks for a full dropper 3 times a day. And like the third day, I was just exhausted every day, but I was still trying to move around and do some things. But I'm
Yeah.
just happy to say I'm on day 10, and I had to really cut back on
Yeah.
the
So
4th day. I
what
just
I
had to
tell, yeah.
only do it once a day. Mhm,
What I tell my people to do is, well, number one, you've got some detox pathways that need some more work.
mhm,
And number two, instead of cutting it down from 3 servings a day to 1 serving a day, just cut each of the 3 servings in half.
mm,
And then you're still flooding your body with the things needed for the detox. And then, you're not taking this 24-hour break in between servings. You're constantly hitting those parasites,
mhm,
3 times a
mhm.
day. You're hitting them. You're still doing a great job. I'm so proud of you for making it 10 days because it is hard to
It
do the
is
10
hard.
days.
Ooh, it
It is
was hard.
hard. And so congratulations on your dedication. When you do the parasite cleanse again, which we've got another one coming up here, first part of November, just cut your servings in half on those
Mhm.
three times during the day,
Okay,
and,
okay.
and up your water if you're
Oh,
not
yes,
drinking
yeah.
enough water.
Yeah, I'm drinking almost a gallon of water a day now because of the challenge. But I did the liver cleanse at first. I did the 3 day and I lost 5.5 pounds on the liver cleanse. And then I went right into the parasite. And then I
Yeah.
started, my energy started going down after I started taking everything. So I had to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
here.
That's,
I done
that's
did this
pretty
is day 10.
normal. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
normal to have that energy lag.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling like that. But thank you for that.
You're welcome. So thank you guys all so much. I can't even tell you how honored I am to be in this room with all of you. I just see so many people that I know on here that I've met in person or that I've talked to in private messenger. And I'm just so incredibly grateful for your time. Tomorrow night's Detox Diva, I am going to be launching how to set ourselves and our friends up for the end of the year, because what happens right now, we're heading into sugar season, and sugar season is a big attack on the immune system. It's food for the parasites, it's food for the cancer. And so I'm trying to keep everybody focused on good health so that we can enter 2026 without the extra garbage. And we've got a clean starting place when we start the GLP-1 reset. We're going to go do the liver cleanse. We're going to do the parasite cleanse. We're going to do a maintenance of the GLP-1 through December, just to keep those sugar cravings and the sugar spikes and all of that under control. Now, some people are going to go ahead and stick with it. Holidays are not going to get in the way of my weight release journey. I'm going to do it all the way through. I'm going to keep going in January. Those are some strong-willed people that are going to keep doing this the whole time, but others just don't want to gain 10 pounds over the holidays. So we're going to get the body all cleaned out. We're going to do the GLP-1. And then in January, we're really going to hit it with a great reset and weight release journey as a big, happy green organics family. And I can't wait to lead you all on that journey.
Wow, man, Tina, again, I can't thank you enough. Y'all do me a favor really quick, show some love to Coach Tina in the chat. You have been so amazing and such a wealth of knowledge, and we truly do appreciate you here at the Green Organic family. So again, thank you, and thank you all of you guys for joining us, whether you are live or if we release the after party, as we like to call it, the party after the party here at the Coach's Corner. But we're here every Wednesday, and we appreciate you guys. Do me a favor. Please have a great night on purpose, everybody. And I love you. And there's nothing y'all can do about it. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. And we'll see you next week. Take care. Have a great night, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for
Good
coming.
night. Many blessings to all.
Thank you.